Welcome back. Okay, at the end of the last video, I talked about running out of gas. I was physically nuked and the gas in the bottle was empty. So I don't know when the gas ran out, but I can tell you that the welds on the panel I was working on did not hold. They're junk. It's useless. So this is the panel, the big patch we were talking about. You can see here that those welds, it's cracked. At the end of that video, I could not get this panel matching to this panel. I banged on it a bunch. Could not get it to come up, or this to go down to make that patch. So I figured out a way to do a little bit of craziness here. So I got a bottle jack, got some boards propped, and then gave it a little pressure to push up on the panel right here. So that got me to close this gap, but in doing so I realized that the panel is too small, so we're gonna have to cut it out. So I'm gonna cut that panel out and start all over again. Found some 20 gauge at the welding supply store. They had a pretty good selection back there, and these are some cutoffs. So I didn't have to buy a whole panel, but I did pick up 3 of these, and they look pretty good. So I'm gonna play with the welder for a few minutes, dial it in, get it sorted out, and then I'll come back. I'll cut this panel out and get started again with a new panel, measuring and cutting it out, and we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna start with a template, so I will be using some paper first so I make sure it's the right size. So when I come back, I'll probably be welding. There. Okay, we're back to the propping up. So I went ahead and put that back in place because my panel, now cut, is better fit. So it has a lot better fit. So I'm looking a little miss right here, but I think I can gap that. It's not super bad. There's an indention right here, and so I had to cut this back in order to get that to fit up under there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to weld all of this, 3 sides. I'm going to get that welded in, and then I'm going to come back up here and do some hammering and some sorting and banging around and getting that done. I think what I'm going to need to also do, like we have here, we have a strap with another bend. This is super flimsy. So I'm going to build a strap across here to reinforce that, and then that will be the weld on this side, welded to this one, so across there. So underneath it looks good. I like where we are. So I'll grind this back. Am I on the camera? Where am I? Okay. Oh, and you can't see, it's dark. All right. Well, crap. Okay, so anyway, there's a line here. I'm gonna grind that material back there, and I'll weld it. Like I did this when I welded over the gap. I'm gonna weld this to there. This will keep water, hopefully praying to the water gods that they can't hear me, but keep water out of here by welding this up. And then when I get up here, we'll have that sorted out too. It's gonna take a lot of, up here, not down there, dumbass. It'll take a lot of work to get that into the right spot. Hopefully that won't suck. So we'll see. All right, so now we're gonna do some welding. We didn't lose this big piece here. It wasn't for naught, I think is a good way to put it. I'm gonna cut a piece out of that, and it will go here for that seatbelt mount that's on the other side. I need to find that. Anyway, I'm gonna weld that to this, and the strength of this and that hopefully will hold a seatbelt. So I don't intend to ever have seatbelts back there ever again, but I don't want to not have it in case I did. Does that make sense? I think maybe. Okay. All right. So now on to some welding. Get some welding done, and we're gonna go slow. I don't want to warp the panel. I warped the panel last time, had all kinds of trouble. So I'm just gonna go slow and just take it easy. So this will take a while. Probably do time lapse on this. Yeah, probably. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do time lapse. So if I need to talk over it, I'll do a second trick. So as I go through there, I'll go, remember, I thought about this during that time, or whatever. Okay. Okay, those welds look pretty good. I did have one pop. I'm adjusting the thing underneath and pressing the panel up against this panel, and so it's causing that one kind of flex. So, but yeah, okay, so I'm gonna tap that back down and then match this to this here, and then try to go around the top here as much as I can and do those welds. So these look pretty good so far. I'm gonna let those cool. They're cool to the touch right now. And then I'll get that tacked in, and then I'll come back and finish up the welds across here as I get closer. So, all right, that's where we're at. Pump shining. I wish I had an on and off switch right here. I could go click, make it stop. But I don't. These welds look pretty good. And I'm talking louder like you're Spanish and I don't understand your language. I don't know. Yeah, so those look pretty good to me. Yeah, are they overkill? Probably, but I'll grind them down just a little bit. I'm not gonna go crazy on the grinding. I just want it to be smoothish. So we'll smooth that down. I'm gonna get underneath now and start banging away on this. Probably do that off camera. Okay, there's the panel. That's what we're doing today. All right. Okay, got it welded all the way around. I'm not going to touch it because it's wet, but I got welded. There was a bunch of blow through right here. I had the welder dialed in. It was the same settings recommended by the welding chart as they were previously when I was doing 16 to whatever this is, 14 or yeah, wait, no, 18, whatever Range Rover is, metal. I ought to get something out and measure that. I'll bet it's 1 millimeter. Anyway, it's 20 gauge. So that 20 gauge panel worked pretty good. Now, under here, that's not working out so well. Those welds are not taking. And I don't know why, other than I'm really bad at welding upside down. Those suck. That is terrible. Poo. I don't know. That one is gonna be a puzzler. Probably gonna have to get in a different position to do the welds. I didn't even tempt that side or the top. So, not terribly worried about the top, and I'm not terribly worried about the bottom. They look pretty good. Oh, my wife's home. The Ford's gonna stop making fan noises when she shuts it off. Yes, she did. Okay, and then, so that weld is terrible on this side. So, I'm tired, my back hurts, and I'm gonna package this up for today. It probably will end up being a short video because that was not much filming when it was on the time loop stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna bundle, I'll package, and I'll send it out. Thanks for watching. If you want to support me on Patreon, you can do that. Mrs. Okierover.
Make sure you're still alive.
I'm still alive. Not dead.
Yay.
My back hurts. Anyway, yeah. That's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm done. See you next week. Where's the, oh, bloody hell. It's always somewhere where I'm not.